counterpart to the plutocracy, the super rich, the 1% is the precariat, working in very precarious conditions, including those on part-time contracts, short-term contracts, migrants, unemployed youth, seniors without a pension. Do you see institutional improvements for them on the horizon?
Well, it's certainly true. I mean, from the point of view of those conducting the class war on the part of the business classes and the government closely linked to them, the best thing would be to have a population which is living a precarious existence. And this is not a secret, incidentally. It's very well understood by those waging war. So one of the clearest statements of it was by a man who used to be called St. Allen before 2007, when the system he carefully constructed crashed totally. Alan Greenspan, the former head of the
Federal Reserve.
Yeah, when he was testifying before Congress, late 80s, at the time when he was late 90s, he was testifying about the marvels of the terrific economy that he was running. He explained frankly that it was based on what he called a growing worker insecurity. Now, from the point of view of economists, that's a very healthy thing, because if workers are insecure, they're not going to ask for benefits, they're not going to strike, they're not going to call for an increase in wages, and you get a more healthy economy. That is an economy which is geared to what's called efficiency. It's an ideological, not an economic term, and concentration of wealth, and concentration of power, and marginalization of the population. So yes, growing worker insecurity is very healthy for the state of the economy, but also for the society in general. If you have a global precariat, let's say, then it's possible for the others. Actually, there's another term that corresponds to precariat, which should be brought in. That's plutonomy. Back around 2005, I think, Citibank produced a manual for investors, good advice for investors, and it described the way the world scene is changing. It said the world is being divided into a plutonomy and everyone else. Everyone else is the precariat. Plutonomy is a small sector, concentrated in the United States, but plenty of other places. England by now, China, India, so that even the poorest countries in the world, there are people who are rich to the point of, it's beyond extraordinary. So there is a global plutonomy with, of course, heavily concentrated. Then there's the precariat who live under conditions of insecurity, like, say, adjuncts in the universities or the tenants of the university system. It's very useful for those who run the university, whether it's the legislature or the trustees or whatever it happens to be. If you have a large number of temps doing the work, very low salaries, no hope of advancement, no possibility, or limited possibility of organizing. There is actually some, but not much. Then they're